been trying hard to live this. I've been trying hard to live this. Seems the more that I lose, easier I move. I ain't never ever felt so blessed. And it said she been holding me. I got roses and stumps in my dreams. Yeah, she gave me a place where I can escape. She takes the time to tend to me. I love when my neighbor gets high. I love it when my neighbor gets high. She picks up her guitar, I can hear it through the walls. She sounds just like a butterfly. I believe this storm will move on. I can see you all been rained upon. Yeah, you're just like me, soaking wet and set free, with endless paths to walk along. I've been trying hard to live this. I've been trying hard to live this. Seems the more that I lose, easier I move. I ain't never ever felt so blessed. Seems the more that I lose, easier I move. I ain't never ever felt so blessed.
I don't mind answering questions while we're lying here. I don't mind having people come up to me and ask me deep questions on my lyrics. I don't mind that at all. And one time this guy came up to me and he said, I like that song of yours, the one I just played. And he said, but I have a problem with one of your lyrics. In that song, you say, she sounds just like a butterfly. What exactly does a butterfly sound like? And I said, are you a cop? That sounds like a cop question. I don't talk to the cops. I was playing that song about a year ago. I had a gig in Oahu. I'm not trying to flex, I'm just talking about my life. I was playing in Oahu, and my friend Jack Johnson, again, not trying to flex, sorry. My friend Jack Johnson, he came to the show, and on the way to the show, he said, I want to sing a song with you. And I said, sir, yes sir, that's how I talked to Jack. And I said, anything you want. And he wanted to sing that song. And so before the show, we were backstage rehearsing that song. And we were playing it, and in that song, I was playing it the way I wrote the song, and it just is D, A, and G. And Jack was playing with me, he kept doing this B minor. And then I said, hey Jack, I don't mean to question the master, so I said, but there's no B minor, I'm actually playing an A at that point. And then he said, well, on the way over here, I looked up the song online, and the chords online said it was a B minor. Uh-oh. I said, cool. I said, well, be that as it may, I don't play a B minor. And then he paused, and then he said, B minor is better. And he's right, so now I play a B minor.
Oh man. I like it the other way.
For the historians who are writing my memoirs, this is the post-Jack Johnson version of that song. And now we'll do another song featuring Animals on the bass and Nick on bass.
Can we get some juice in this vocal? Just a little fatty in the subs. Yeah. Yeah.
Fatty in the Subs is the name of my memoir, actually.
I was born dead, mama told me. She said the devils, they didn't want me. And they left me behind for her to hold. And she said, no one can see me, I'll be invisible to everybody. And we would have revenge on what they stole. She said fire was how we make them pay. As the rain across the fields, she would scream, light it up, sun! Oh, whoa, 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 light it up, sun! Oh, whoa, 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 light it up, oh, oh, yeah. Light it up, oh, oh, yeah. Send me in with the matches, and I would burn that shit down to ashes. I crawl out of the flames back into her arms. She was right, no one could see me. I was a ghost, I was a banshee. And in our wake, we watched Montana burn. Somehow we figured out that it was her. But it only made us run faster. Light up, sun! Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Light up, sun! Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Light up, oh, yeah. Whoa, whoa, light up, oh, yeah. Whoa, whoa. She was tired of the chase. She decided that we will make our peace. See, I've been born dead. She been jealous the whole time. So she tied us both to the stairwell. Made me like one last farewell. I can still hear her crying through the flames. When the heading up, police arrived at the scene. Fire must have burned away my invisibility. Pulled me out, not a scratch they couldn't believe. Just a loose rope wrapped around me, and I tied to anything. I light up, sun. Oh, 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 light up, sun.
Anna's a great friend of mine, and I like hanging out with Anna because she's very supportive of my jokes, good or bad. We were hanging out, we were in Mexico at this festival last week, and our friend was talking about this band Lettuce. You guys know Lettuce? Yeah. And I know them, but I never met any of them before, but I want to meet one of them. And I was saying, I'd like to meet one of them so I could say, are you in Lettuce? And then they would say, yeah. And I would say, I loved you in BLT. But do you know who's nicer? Anna Moss, because she laughed really hard at that joke. Made you feel good.
And then I said, "You blew my mind in Caesar salad."
Oh, that's better.
Oh.
That's better. That's better. That's better. That's better.
Upstage.
It's a new year. It's a new year. I know I give off this vibe, but I was raised by two older sisters. And I have a lot of female friends. And when you have a lot of female friends and it's the new year, you get sent a lot of vision board images, you know? I didn't know how this would work in Portland. Okay, good. The skills in Portland, Oregon, by the way. And one of my female friends, she said, "John, are you making a vision board this year?" I said, "I'm not. I should, shouldn't I?" And then she said, "Guys don't make vision boards." And I don't know why, but I think probably we should. But we just need access to better magazines. That's the problem. Because I feel like if a guy like myself made a vision board, we don't have magazines, right? We'd be going to the Jiffy Lube and stealing some magazines from the oil change place, right? And all you'd have is like, a fishing magazine, and then you'd have like an ROTC military like recruitment pamphlet. And you'd have this really bad vision board where you just have a picture of a fish on a line and you have it crossed out. You're like, "See, I don't want to get caught on a line." And then you have a picture of a guy in a helicopter with a gun and you'd like cross out the gun and you'd be like, "Want to travel more?" Anyway.
Oh, God.
Well, yeah, we were in Mexico, and I've been traveling for the past month. I was in Colombia, Guatemala, Mexico, and it's funny, you know, white people do this thing where white people like it when they're in Mexico and they're the only white person. They're so proud, you know. I was in this little town and I was the only white person there. You know, like, there were no other white people there. I didn't see another white person. They're like, "Yeah, they saw you, bro. You did not blend in like you thought you did." I was in some smaller places, but we were in this town called Todos Santos, which is cool and it's touristy. And I had this thought, because I don't know what it is about like warm weather places and having t-shirts that you want to buy to make you look like a sloppy person, you know what I mean? I don't know what that is. Like, you're down there, right? And it's like 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila, floor, Cabo San Lucas, you know? You guys even have it here, right? You know, it'll be like, "I got bourbon face on shit street." Whoa. But you don't see that in like cold weather places. I don't know why. You don't see that in the Northeast. You know, there's not like a shirt that says like, "I'm a slut covered in syrup, Burlington, Vermont." Yeah, you don't see like, "Does this lobster roll make my fat ass look fat? Bangor, Maine."
Oh, God.
I had sex with a moose and all I got was this lousy t-shirt.
Oh, God.
Anyway, I'm trying some new material out tonight. Thanks for coming to the first show.
If I'm lonely, baby, you know I'm lonely. If I wasn't lonely, then I wouldn't be talking to you. I'm trying to drink this poison and see if it'll kill me. I used to have immunity, whoa, but now I don't know what it'll do. Yeah, you don't know where I've been. I was just a canvas back then, but now I'm dripping with hate. I ain't old, baby, I'm brand new. Yeah, don't ask if I been rockin', baby. You know I ain't been rockin'. And if I'd been rockin', then I wouldn't be talking to you. I'm trying to board this train wreck out. I used to have a ticket. All the best shit I ever written, honey, it's all been coming from you. Yeah, so don't shut me up. It ain't like it was. I shed some late years and I ain't old, baby, I'm brand